A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. In the name of God, the Omnipotent, the Merciful, all praise be to God. Welcome back to Honest Opinion, keeping it real and making it happen. My name is Hakeem Akil, better known as Hakeem the Dream. We are very fortunate and thankful for the opportunity to come and talk to our listening audience, 250,000 of you. And we promise you that we're going to give it our very best and give you some information that you can take with you and help somewhat to make your life a little bit better. The better the life you have, then the more peace and ease you have. And today is no different. We have a full panel guest, and we have a good subject. And before I go into my main subject, I'd like to just do a little small editorial, and based on current events, because like we say, honest opinion, we keep it real up here. And this editorial is dealing with former County Commissioner, Mr. Kevin White. He had a promising political career. Unfortunately for him, he made some bad choices, bad judgment. And now Mr. White got to deal with the consequences of his choices. Let's allow the judicial system to work. Remember, Mr. White is innocent until proven guilty. He has a right to a fair trial. So our prayers and our sincere devotion go out to him and his family, this being Father's Day. So we wish him and his family the best in the coming years and coming months. So with that said, I want us to know that we have to just encourage each other, even in our wrong. We have to encourage each other to become stronger, because every man or every woman has his day. Now, our topic today is the role and responsibility of fatherhood. And saying something like Jarvis always say, it's going to get hot up in here, because we're going to tell it like it is, because we're not going to sugarcoat it, because the fact speaks for itself. So with no further delay, I'd like to give you my monologue. Again, the role and responsibility of fatherhood. This Sunday is Father's Day, a day where children, young and old, express their appreciation to their father through work, kind gesture, and gifts. Sadly, many dads this Sunday will not receive anything from their children because they simply do not deserve anything. The statistics on fatherhood in this country are simply upsetting. According to the United States Department of Census, 43% of United States children live without their father. This is almost half of the population of children in the United States. This is saddening because the presence of fathers in the home make a dynastic difference in the lives of children. For example, 70% of juveniles in state operation institutions has no father. Think about that. 70% of juveniles in the state operated institution has no father. 71% of pregnant teenagers lack a father. 90% of homelessness and runaway children are from fatherless homes, and 85% of children who exhibit behavior disorder come from fatherless homes. So Father's Day should not just be a day of appreciation, but also a day of reflection. A day where fathers take time to evaluate whether they are truly involved in the lives of their children, not just for holidays or weekends, but in everyday lives of their children. This is what it truly means to be a father. So we have some information given. We got a strong panel, and we're going to deal with some of these statistics and see how we can make some improvement and make lives better for the younger people that need good, strong fathers, good, strong leadership. So with that, I'd like to introduce my co-host, Brother Jarvis Alameen, and in return, he will introduce the panel, and we'll get this show started.
Hey, good morning, Hakeem the Dream, and welcome to Honest Opinion, keeping it real, making it happen. 96.1 FM, AM 1150, streaming live from WTMP.com. The call-in number here is 813-251-9867, 813-251-WTMP. You can follow us on YouTube, just type in the word Honest Opinion, or you can follow us on Facebook and just type in the word Honest Opinion. And you can also type in the word Honest Opinion Radio, on YouTube, or Honest Opinion Radio on Facebook. Hakeem the Dream, that was a marvelous, absolutely marvelous editorial and monologue. We really appreciate you and the effort that the research department do and keeping it real, making it happen, and making sure that Honest Opinions stay up on current events and this statistics that you brought about fatherhood. We're going to really delve into the subject. Let's just do a little housekeeping before we get to the subject and introduce our panel. There's going to be a Black Business Summit this coming Thursday down at the Howard Johnson Plaza. You remember Fortune Street, 111 Fortune Street. It's done by Albert Lee. Used to be with the CDC of Tampa, still sit on the board for the CDC of Tampa. If you want to be a part of the Black Business Summit, we really got to get serious about doing business with each other. We really got to get serious about that. You can call him at 813-425-2043, 813-425-2043. Arts and Crafts, this summer camp with Candy Lowe is going to be, if you want to get your child in arts and crafts, you can call her at 813-394-6363. Also, at the Hope Center, we have a summer program. It's called Grow Summer Initiative. From June 20th to August the 5th, you can bring your children free lunch, math and reading, vouchers accepted, ages between 3 and 17. That's Pastor Dean over there across from Middleton. They're going to have a registration on site today at the Home Safety Expo. You can get your child registered. Bring your children today at 12 noon and register them for the summer program. And also participate in the Home Safety Expo. We'll be there. I've been talking about that all week. We have an author that's going to show up, Miss Victoria Kennedy, over at the Home Safety Expo, 12 noon today. I will be there. Meet me there. Beat me there. Let's get there and talk about keeping your home secure. The Sickle Cell Foundation is going to do old school dance at night at the Zena Grota, 4202 West Ohio. That's City Councilman Frank Reddick. Music by DJ Floyd Joy. Let's introduce our panel. We have an excited panel. We have in the studio with us, we have Mr. Jimmy Gray. He's the president of Fatherhood Assistant Lifestyle and Legal Services, the acronym FALLS. Welcome to the show, Mr. Jimmy. Tell us a little about yourself.
Thank you very much. The FALLS was created in 2002.
Off the mic, son.
2002. The reason for the development of the FALLS and the creation of the FALLS was to prevent domestic violence. We had the concept that we could prevent domestic violence by achieving responsible fatherhood. To achieve responsible fatherhood, we wanted to create a program to where young guys could maneuver themselves through the family court system. It's my feeling that the family court system is the main engine that drives all of the statistics that we just heard previously, and young guys do not know how to maneuver through the family court system. That's where most of their problems create. That's where most of their frustration gets started. The child support system and financial.
Right. We'll get into that. Let's go now to first time on Honest Opinion. We have Imam Wilmore Siddiqui. He's the Imam of the St. Petersburg Islamic Center. Welcome to the show, Imam Siddiqui. Tell us a little about yourself.
Thank you, Jarvis. I'm Imam Siddiqui of St. Petersburg Islamic Center at 3762 18th Avenue South in St. Petersburg. And we've been around for about 30, 35 years. We have a number of programs where we're trying to help the young men and young ladies also make it through this trying situation that we have here in St. Petersburg. Matter of fact, worldwide. We have a program we call the Get Lit program. Reading lights the way. If you can't read, you can't become anything. You can't do math. You can't do you can't become any profession. So the Get Lit program, we have about close to 70, 75 students in our school, and we're teaching them principles and morals, things to keep them out of the jail system, out of the criminal system.
Very good. All right, so we also have in the studio with us Reverend Xavier Johnson. He's the senior pastor of True Faith Inspirational Baptist Church. Welcome to the show, Pastor Johnson. Tell us a little about yourself.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. I am Pastor Johnson. True Faith Inspirational Baptist Church is a 17-year-old congregation here in Tampa. We have a lot going on, and we're just really excited to be a part of this panel discussion today. I think from listening to the stats read by Mr. Hakeem, we know that we have a serious problem in our community when it comes to fatherhood and fatherlessness. And we believe that, as we review the historical record, the African American church has always been at the forefront of change in our community. And so if this problem is going to be solved, we think that one of the places that's going to happen will be in the church. So I look forward to the dialogue with the brothers on the panel today.
Very good. That set the tone. It's going to get hot and serious up in here. Honest opinion, keeping it real, making it happen. With the permission of Hakeem the Dream, let me take the first question, Hakeem the Dream. Let's go to Mr. Jimmy Gray. Jump in that microphone, Mr. Gray. What is the true meaning of the word fatherhood in your own words?
Well, the true meaning of fatherhood is a tradition of the roots of the tree. It's kind of like we have American fruit with African roots. And those African roots have produced the fruits that we have now. We have to try to come back and make sure that the fruit that we are producing are responsible fruits. And that's why we have responsible fatherhood.
All right, then. He set the tone. This tone is set responsible fatherhood. I want to go to you, Imam Sadiq, and I'm going to give you a question along the lines of, in your perspective, what is the specific role of fathers? What is their specific role?
Well, before you can get to fatherhood or father, you first have to deal with the man. So going back to the source, which is the man, what responsibility or what was the characteristic that God gave the man? And so when you look at the definition of man, it means a human being. And even when you use the term man, it also means human race. And it also means manager, it means husband, it means one endowed with courage, strength, and fortitude. Now once you've left that character that God has put into the man to be that, then you become other things. And I think that's one of the reasons why the young brothers today call each other dog. And they call, I don't know if I can use the term on the radio, what they call the women, but that's the female dog and the male dog. And they deviated from the role that has been given. Then once you lead a man, the role, the characteristic of a man, you come to father. And a father is a begetter of a child. The father is a male parent, one who functions in a paternal capacity. And paternal means that, paternal is from the word pattern, that the man was set on a certain pattern by God. And so once he leaves that pattern, you become predators, scavengers, something other than the role that God has prescribed for a man.
He hit it on the head. That is beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. Let's go now to you, Pastor Johnson, and from your perspective, what is the specific role of father?
Specific role of a father, I think that Iman had it right in that, you know, we're going to talk about that. We have to first of all go back and understand where fatherhood started. You know, and realize that God never intended for fatherhood to take place outside of the confines of marriage.
Think about that.
That a man should be married to his wife before he starts making babies. And so once we understand that, I think we're able to see what the father was supposed to do. He is supposed to be a manager. He is supposed to be a leader. He is supposed to be a teacher. He is supposed to supply guidance, both spiritually, intellectually, and practical knowledge.
Boy, he hit it on the head. It's hot up in here, engineer. Oh, it's going to get hot up in here. We got a pastor rolling. He said, Sadiq, I'm coming back on you, Sadiq. Don't worry about it, I'm coming back on. We're going to get some leadership up in here. Father needs leadership. I'm going to go to Hakeem today.
Basically, I could just contribute along the same line because, you know, the definition when well defined. So I guess the next question is, what happened to us? You understand that? I mean, you know, we know that that's the biological function when God created us, what we're supposed to be all about. And now from the statistic, you know, we fall short of our responsibility. So now we have to bring us some good information, and that would help us to recapture that spirit of fatherhood and leadership, protectors of women, providers for women and children. You know, we have to go back. Give me that old time religion. We got to have it.
Very good, Hakeem. He took the way I wanted to take it. Very good, Hakeem. You did very good. And he asked what happened.